Okay, we'd probably get some complaints if we had things that look like they should be able to be clicked on, but they didn't actually do anything. And obviously we don't want our users needing to type in directly into the URL to get from one component to the other. So let's open up our nav component HTML, and we're going to use some more router functionality from Angular. And inside our list items, we're going to use a router link directive that we do get from Angular. So inside the A tag, we can specify router link equals, and then we add a /. That / is important, and specify where we want this to go. But this won't do anything yet because this is a standalone component, and like anything or any functionality from Angular we wish to add, we need to import this into the imports array. So I'll go to the component, and we've got a couple of imports here already, but we also need to add the router link that we get from Angular router into our imports array. And we'll go back to the nav component and populate the other router links inside here. So for the lists, I'm going to say router link equals / lists. Of course, this needs to match what we added into our routing configuration. And then I'll do the same for the messages and set this to / messages. And then for the brand, navbar brand at the top, let's just remove the href. And we'll do the same here as well, but this time it's just going to be a / to represent the home page route. Now what we should have, if we go and take a look at our browser, is we have clickable nav links. And great, they all work. The only thing is, I would like to make them at least appear active when we click on them. It sort of looks like we do get that functionality, but as soon as we click away, that's really just the hover being left over after I've clicked on it. So they're not active at the moment, but Angular does come with some functionality to help us do that. And so does Bootstrap, actually. If I specify on our class here, this nav link, I specify this is active, and manually apply this active class, styling class, to this route and go back, we can see that this has an active class applied to it. But I added that manually, of course, and we want that to happen dynamically. So to do that, we've got another thing that we can add to our component, and it will automatically apply that class to selected navigation links. So to use that, we need to add something else to our nav component, to its imports, and as well as the router link, we need to add router link active. And this is how we can specify what is the active link and apply that styling class to the component. So back to the nav component HTML, and we're also going to add router link active, and the class that we want it to apply when this router link is active is the active class that we just looked at. And we need the same for each of our different links inside here. So I'm just going to copy this into my clipboard and paste it into the lists route, and also paste it into the messages route as well. I'll do the same in the branding one, but this one won't really be visible because it already is the same color as the active link anyway. But with this in place, we should be able to test this functionality. I'm on the messages component and I can see that is highlighted. If I click lists and then matches, then that's the functionality that we're aiming for at this stage. And clicking on the home link, because this is already the same shade of white, it doesn't really look like that has that styling class applied. It has been applied, it just doesn't really make any difference. But that's fine. So now we've seen how to use navigation in our browser. Next we'll see how we can use the Angular router in our code.